Hey, I think I said a comment. Hello. Hey, everyone. Listen, give me 2 seconds. Well, not 2 seconds. Give me 1 minute. Let me send out a email real quick to let everybody know that I am online. But for those who are tuning in, please let me know, where are you from? Hello. Tell me, where are you from? And also let me know if my connections is good. I'm in a new location, and let me know if my connection is good as well. Okay, hold on. Okay, we got Georgia, we got Alabama, we got DC, we got Indiana, we got Tennessee. Ooh, we got Germany. Shout outs to Germany. Oh, hold on. Let me put my phone on do not disturb, because I'm telling you, my phone will go off. Hello. Y'all can hear me good? We good? Okay, we got Tampa, South Carolina. We got Washington, Maryland, Kentucky. We got a good bit of people all over the world. Okay, that's good. Listen, give me 1 second. Let me send this email out real quick, because we got Ohio, Arkansas in the building, St. Louis in the building. Hold on, let me sorry y'all. Let me send this email out real quick to let everybody know that I am actually on. Remove the schedule. Send it. All right. Listen, tonight we're going to be talking about 3D printing. 3D printing for the upcoming 5 days. I have 5 days with me. 5 days. Hold on. I'm sorry. If I'm looking at my email. I'm so sorry. South Carolina. We got a good people from South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina. If anybody don't know, I'm from South Carolina as well. Hold on. I'm sorry. All right, you guys. So listen, we're gonna get started in one more minute, just to give everybody a chance to come on in. If you haven't introduced yourself in the chat, go ahead and tell me where you're from. Also, while we are waiting for other people to join us, if you have a 3D printer, put a pink heart in the comments. I need to know if you already invest in a 3D printer. Put a pink emoji hearts in the comments so I would know, so I can say congratulations on your investment. If you are interested in getting a 3D printer but don't know, put a smiley face in the comments so I know like who I need to give more information. Okay, we got a lot of people with the 3D printers. Congratulations to the 3D girlies. So if you have a 3D printer, put a pink heart in the comments. If you do not have a 3D printer, put a smiley face so I would know, so I can know. You're talking about, wait a minute, hold on, I'm gonna put you to the spotlight. You got one, but you don't use it as much. Listen, I'm telling you, like, this, for the past 2 weeks, I've been using my 3D printer. I have not been using my rolling printer as much and my laser printer as much, but I've been using my 3D printer. So we got a good mix. She say, I haven't unboxed mine yet. Waiting. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Hold on, let me put you up. Listen, today, well, after, we'll say August the 18th, today, after that, after you done take the free 5 day, it's not no longer in the box. It's probably like Kiera. I don't purchase about 3 or 5 now. I have students in my 3D laser class, they already on number 5. They are already on number 5. He say, I haven't unboxed mine yet. Waiting. I'm assuming you're waiting for the course. Listen, I don't want to see that. These are all negative stuff. I want to see Kiera, I'm on my second printer. Kiera, I'm on my third printer. Kiera, listen, Thank you. But oh my gosh, I'm so addicted to the 3D printing. So we gotta mix people with don't have a 3D printer. And today is the day that you can ask me a lot of questions towards 3D printing. And also I generate some questions that I know people will ask me. So I am going to talk about 3D printing. I don't have my 3D printers here. I'm actually at my new shop. But hopefully I will be, the goal is for me to bring all of my 3D printers here, hopefully by next week or so. I pray that I can. But we're gonna see. But I don't have my 3D printer here to actually, talk about and show you guys on live, but probably during our 5-day class, I will have my 3D printer so that way you will be able to see what we're doing. But today is more like an information type of thing. And basically, ask questions towards, 3D and if it's something that you want to do. But we're going to talk about 3D. And she's my girl, get that out the, yes, please listen. Let me go ahead and show that. She said, get that out the box right now. Get that out the box right now. So let me pull up, because I need to stay on topic, because if I don't stay on topic, I will be on live for a long time. So I'm gonna stay on topic. And before we get started, let me introduce myself, you guys, because I'm pretty sure there are new people who are new to me and don't know who I am. So my name is Kiera Choice. I'm from South Carolina, and I am a jack of all trades. Most importantly, I am a graphic designer. I recently quit my job. I do have a printing business. I own a rolling printer. I own a laser machine. I own 3D printers. I have 3D printers, and I am investing into another printer soon. And I teach Photoshop, Canva, 3D, and laser. I do it all. Listen, I don't like to be bored. I always like to be on the move. So anytime that you see me, I'm on to the next. So if I done did something one time, I'm going to do something totally different. So that's a little bit about me. I've been doing this ever since, let me see, probably 2017, something like that. Well, with my business, like the, making all the, t-shirts before I started with t-shirts or whatever. And then of course I started teaching in probably around about 2019. And of course we got a community of PPG Academy students. If you are a PPG members, give me a red heart so people can see that y'all are here today. I see all PPG members who are actually on. Hey everyone. If you are a PPG member, if you are in the Photoshop, Canva class, 3D laser girl, give me some red hearts so I can see. And thank you. Look, these are my ladies. These are definitely my ladies. I love them. Let them know who you're representing. She said, I just got my printer and printed one thing. Oh my gosh, you just got your printer and printed one thing. And I have one, but have not used it. And listen, after this course, you will definitely be using it. Yes. So we got some love tonight. I got PPG members on here tonight. Thank you. All right. So I don't want to keep you on too long, but I do have like a little layout for me so that way I won't be on too long. So let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. So that way you guys can see. And like I said, I'm going to talk a little bit about 3D, and then of course I will answer any question that you may have. So give me 1 second to share my screen real quick. There we go. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Sorry. Dang, how do I get her add to the stage? There we go. All right. So listen, we are going to have a 5-day. Hold on, y'all can see. Hold on, let me see if y'all can see. Yes, y'all can see. Okay, hold on, give me 1 second. I think y'all can, yeah, y'all can see. Okay, cool. All right, so my 5-day 3D printing course will debut August the 18th through the 22nd. Okay, classes will start. Well, the session will start at 7 p.m. and hopefully I should be done no later than 9 p.m. Okay, so this is a free event to join the live, the free live. We will be talking about all things 3D. Okay, so I do want to put a disclaimer out. I do not know everything about 3D printing. I only can tell you for my 6 months path. So I only been knowing 3D for 6 months. And honestly, 6 months is really good to say that I've been doing. It seems like I've been doing it for a while, but I'm gonna tell you, when I was teaching a free laser course, I told the students, I said, hey, I bought a 3D printer and I don't know what to do. So of course I did some YouTube and all that kind of stuff, but upon finding stuff on YouTube and finding stuff like on Facebook or finding stuff on TikTok, it was not to my liking, and everything that I saw was like figurines, no credit, I mean, no shade to anybody, or that's what they love, but to me, I wanted to change the narrative and I wanted to print something or do something towards my field. And I guess I call myself a crafter, but I'm not really a crafter. But I love pretty stuff, so I try to see, like, okay, what can I do that will stand out. So I find things, and then of course I taught myself how to actually make things. So I always want to put a disclaimer that I do not know everything about 3D printing. However, you won't know unless you try. So that is my motto for 3D learning. My thing is, I am a person that is not scared to learn, and I am teachable. So I want you to be teachable during these 5 days with me, because 3D at first, I'm not gonna lie, 3D at first can be hard if you don't take the time to actually understand it. You don't have to know everything. I don't know everything. You just need to know a little to get by, and I promise you, it's really easy. For those, like I said, I only know 3D for 6 months. And honestly, when I was doing my new academy, 3D was not even on for me to teach, but 3D and laser goes together. And then I get a lot of questions saying, Kier, is you going to have a separate course just for 3D? No, the answer is no, because I actually use laser and 3D together, and I use the software, my laser software, which is Lightburn. I use Lightburn a lot with 3D. So it would never be where I would have a 3D course by itself, because 3D and laser goes together real bad. So I wanted to put that disclaimer out there. I do not claim to know anything about 3D. But I know enough to get by and to teach others. Okay. And I know I can't really see your comment, anybody who's commenting, but I will answer anything once I'm done with the little presentation. Okay. All right. So I also hear a lot where people say, what type of 3D printer should I buy? So this is a time where, I heavily say, do your research, do what fits for you. So me personally, I only have a Bamboo P1S. I have 3 of them, right? So I cannot tell you, hey, you can get this Fusion, or hey, you can get this creative, whatever other brands that they have. I cannot tell you that because I don't know any of those brands, right? They may be less expensive, but you got to also think about the downfall. I have the Bamboo P1S with the AMS. So the AMS is where you able to change colors. You're gonna want an AMS, or if whenever you do your research, you're gonna want a printer that change colors, because 3D printing does take a while to print, and what you don't want to do is you don't want to manually load your filaments. So being that Bamboo actually have a sale going on, and they probably going to have a sale doing Black Friday as well, I would highly suggest, number one, first do your research and see what is in your price range, and first see what makes sense to you. I have a Bamboo P1S. I can only talk about a Bamboo P1S. I can't talk about any other machines because I have not tested out any of them. And honestly, right now, I'm going to probably stick to Bamboo, but however, I'm thinking about another machine, but a bigger 3D printer. I just haven't finished doing my research because I am going to buy another 3D printer, but it won't be a Bamboo because right now I want to think big. So my thing is, if you got the space, get it. But and a lot of people ask also with the printer, how big is it? To me, I'm gonna say it's an air fryer. Think about it. You can put it on your counter, and it's an air fryer. We're gonna say a air fryer plus size. That's how I'm gonna say it, right? And a lot of people also ask, is it something with ventilation, like how with laser? No, you don't have to worry about it. You can just set it on your counter and do your printing and go on about your day. You don't have to babysit it. Now, I would say babysit it like the first probably 5 minutes just to make sure that everything is working, because sometimes what would happen is it can be something where on your plate, your plate is not sticking, and then now you got all these spaghetti strings all over. So I would say at least watch it for at least 2 minutes to 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Now, also talking about how long. Oh, let me see. Before I even let me make sure I see the comments. I'm sorry. Let me answer some questions real quick because I don't want to go too fast. She said, I got mine up and sent mine up. I unboxed mine 2 days ago and it has been running ever since. Listen, I love to see that. Mine is still in the box. Oh, we're going to change that. She said, my question is, when I registered and I paid, I had no email confirmation. Tamika, did you check your spam box and junk folder? All right. So how long does it take to print? Now, I'm going to say this also. If you do not have patience, 3D printing may not be for you. I'm going to say this again. If you do not have any patience, 3D printing may not be for you. Okay. So the longest I printed was probably 2 days, and it depends on what you're printing, the details of it, and how big. So with Bamboo P1S, you can probably print up to maybe 9 inches or maybe 10 inches. So just think about that, right? So for example, I printed, what did I print? I can't remember what did I print. I think I printed something for a client for one of her NFC tag, and that took about 2 days. So that leaves me with having one printer. So my 3D girlies, if you are on, I want you to answer this. So for those who are new to 3D printer, let them know, is one printer enough? Yes or no? Is one 3D printer is enough? Yes or no? My 3D girlies, answer that question for me. Well, answer that question so everybody can see it. Is one 3D printer is enough? It is not enough. It is not enough. You would need, I would say, at least 3. At least 3. One printer is not going to be enough, because I'm going to tell you why. You're going to have one printer and your item is going to print for like maybe 5 hours, right? Okay. And then now you got another order. And then what about that order? So they're going to print another 5. So at least I would say 3 to more. Like she say 10. She's talking about you need 10. So if you're thinking about getting to 3D, now first just get that one printer. But I'm telling you, once you get that one printer, you're going to have to get another one, because 3D is not, oh, it's going to be done in 5 minutes. No, it's very time consuming. So if you don't have the patience, 3D printer is not for you. She's talking about you ain't never lied. I'm making a Stanley Cup, and I'm like, oh, exactly. So I would suggest get that one printer, and then if you see that you say, okay, I can see myself doing this, then I'll go ahead and get the other printer, right? I'll go ahead and get printer number 2, printer number 3. Right now, I think one of my students, she's on printer number 5. I'm on printer number 3. In the comments, how many printers, my 3D girlies, how many printers do you currently have right about now? How many printers do you currently have right about now? I'm thinking about getting maybe 2 more or maybe 3 more. I don't know. How many printers do you currently have right about now? She says she got 1. Oh, you got to get you another one. 2. You got 2. Let's see, 2. Okay. 1, but you need more. Yes, you need more. You need exactly more. And also get it while it's on sale. Get it while it's on sale. I do not recommend you getting just the we'll go on the website too. I don't recommend you just getting just the machine itself. I recommend you getting the combo. You actually need the combo in order to change colors. She's talking about I have one, but I'm getting another one around Black Friday. So they currently have a sale going on now. However, if you want to wait, you can wait until Black Friday. Black Friday, they normally have a sale. So you definitely can get a sale. She said, I have 2. Okay. She said, I have 1, but I need at least 2 more. Yes, definitely yes. All right, so let me go back. All right, so is the material expensive? No. Only thing that you need for the 3D machine is filaments. Filaments can go for maybe $14 to $19. Now, if you get like those little 2-tone filaments, that's probably like $30, but I don't really use that. Very affordable. And I do not buy my filaments from Bamboo. Bamboo website takes forever and a day to ship out. So I buy all of my materials on Amazon, which you will have all of my material list from Amazon that I use when we get into the 5 days. So I will give you everything, and I do not use nothing from Bamboo. Everything is from Amazon, even to my plate. I'm a person now, your plate, you're supposed to wash your plate, but I'm a person, I'm gonna just keep buying it. So when you get your plate, they say you are not supposed to touch your plate because your hands are very oily, and you do not want to, you do not want to put your hands all over that plate, because now your 3D item would not even print. So I try to pick it up on the end, which I will show you during the 5 days. So I buy my plates from Amazon. I buy my filaments from Amazon. Those are the only 2 materials. Now, if you want to wash your plate, I think they say something about, I think using rubbing alcohol or something like that and warm water, I believe, but I don't do that. I just actually buy it and that's it. But if you want to wash your plate, you can, but I just buy it. It's very affordable. The plate's like 15, 20, under $20. It is. But the filament is very cheap. Very cheap. Only thing you need is filament. And I think also somebody said, well, what color should I really get for filaments? It's really whatever color that you want. But honestly, your basic colors, your main color that you will probably need in stock is black for sure, white, and then whatever color that you need. But I normally have black in stock and white in stock all the time. And then of course I got pink. But those are my main colors. And of course, when I get custom orders, I just go on Amazon and I just purchase what I need to purchase. So I do not buy bamboo filament. I buy Amazon filament because honestly, they're really the same. If you think about it, it really the same. She's talking about I just use Dawn and soap water. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna try that if I got time. I'm gonna try that, but I just be buying plates. She's talking about, do you sell templates? So that's a good question. I do not sell anything that I make. I do not sell my STL files. I give them to my students. I get them to my 3D girlies. And I currently just made one for a customer, which I will be including all of my latest, newest STL file in the boot camp for those who purchase the replay. But I do not sell my ST files. I most likely give it to my 3D or laser students. So no, I do not. However, my students, they do sell their STL files. So if you are looking for someone to design you a STL file, my students do. So I do give them recognition to, make their money too. If they, they create it, they can sell it. So I love the fact that I'm able to teach them how to actually do 3D and actually sell. They can actually sell their STL files. They can actually, what is the best store off of Amazon? I will be giving all of that material list during the first day of class. So make sure you come on the first day so you can get all of the materials. You can get all the materials. She's talking about it doesn't work, just buy a new one. Yeah, that plate. All right, so let me keep going because I'm gonna be off topic. Is it safe to print? Yes. So it's not like a laser. The laser, you gotta babysit. My rolling printer, I gotta babysit. I do not have to babysit the 3D printer. You do not, because you can let it print. I let that thing print upstairs. If I need to check on it, I can check it on my phone. And I love it because if you're out and about and you have your and you see something and you like, oh my gosh, I need to print this, you can print from your phone and you can check on your phone. And then of course it will give you notifications to say, hey, you probably run out of filament, or hey, something is wrong with your 3D printer. And also, and one thing I do love about 3D is something happens to where, you get those notifications, it's going to pause and it's not going to start your stuff back over. It's just going to pause and you can resume to printing once you're finished. So I do love 3D printing, being that it's mobile friendly. It has an app and you don't have to worry about babysitting, because like I said, you can have prints that take up to 2 days or 5 days. And who is about to babysit that? Because I'm not about to babysit that. And I know you guys is not about to babysit that. So that's why you use your phone and you can check on it from time to time just to make sure. Okay. Is there a certain brand that you like? I don't know. To me, it's more of if they got the color I like, And that's really what it is. So currently now I'm only using the PLA material type. I want to get into TPU. And I want to get into I don't want to get into, I don't know, because I don't have to create parts and stuff. You can create parts for 3D as well. If you got cars, motorcycles, and all that kind of stuff. And also they do have a filament for people who are into cookie cutters and stuff like that. So they have the food safety PLA filament that you can use. So make sure, when you looking at looking at Amazon, make sure it's have the food safety if you are going to use it for cookie cutters and stuff like that. Okay, so hold on, let me answer some questions. She said, so I ordered a set and it came a smaller reel. I have not used it yet. I would say return it back, because I'm assuming that you did probably the same thing that I did. I ordered a set, but you have to read the what I didn't do was read how big it was, and that's probably why you got the smaller one, because I'm pretty sure it was those pretty pink teal colors. And when I saw it, I said, wait a minute, these are small and they can't fit. So I returned it. So when we go over day one, which is the materials and stuff, I will tell you what to look for when you're ordering on Amazon, so you won't make that same mistake. Okay. Come on, y'all students, speak up so we can hit y'all up. If you are a 3D girly in the PPG Academy, put a heart so they would know, because I cannot design for everybody. That's why I teach everybody, so they can make their own income. She said, I printed an adapter for my small. Okay, cool. Yes, we will be discussing pricing towards 3D. Yes. Put a heart if you are my 3D girlies, because they know how to create custom stuff. They already know. All right, so let's keep going. All right, now this is the money making. Can I make money with a 3D printer? Yes, you can. After you take this 5-day class, right, you will be able to learn how to actually design and be able to know how to use your machine. So my thing is, you'll be able to sell custom products. You will be able to, even if you don't even have a 3D printer but just want to design, you'll still be able to sell STL files. So everybody, have, good qualities where, hey, I know how to print, but I'm not good at designing. That's fine. So we have people who probably don't have a 3D printer, but wants to make extra income by just designing. So the designing part is super easy, which I am going to show you guys in the 5-day. I do use Tinkercad for designing, and I also use like I'll say with my laser, I use my Lightburn. But however, I'm gonna put also a disclaimer. You do not have to use Lightburn. Only reason why I'm using Lightburn, because I have a laser machine and it's best. Using Adobe Illustrator is kind of hard. I know a little bit, but I'm not going to teach you guys Adobe Illustrator for the 5-day, because that would be so hard and you're not gonna get it. And I want it to be very simple, beginner friendly, so that way you're able to take what I teach you and you're able to design. You can use any SVG software. When I mean by that, anything that has SVG compatible. You can use Silhouette Business. You can use Canva, but remember, if you use Canva, you're only limited to certain things on how you can design. So you can use Canva. You can also use Adobe Illustrator for SVG, because you gotta be able to save it as a SVG file. So any software that you can able to save a SVG file, you can use it. However, I'm using Lightburn because it's easy for me, and also it keeps my mind refreshing when it's time to use my laser, because anything that I can do with my laser, I can make it into my 3D, right? So just think about if you are getting into, I want to be able to sell my STL files, you're definitely going to have at least 2 software, which is Tinkercad is free. That is the way where you convert it into the 3D. But of course, you need to be able to have another software where you able to convert it into save it as an SVG file. Once again, I use Lightburn, which is also, what I use for my laser machine. Like I say, you can use any Silhouette business. I don't use Silhouette. I have a Silhouette subscription, but I don't use Silhouette, so I'm not going to really teach Silhouette business because I don't use it. I do use Adobe Illustrator from time to time, but I'm not going to teach that because that's going to be hard. So I just want y'all to know. However, I did list some stuff that you can make for 3D, and it's just something, I put together for those who are like, hey, I am thinking about getting a 3D, but how am I going to use it for my business, right? So if you are an event planner, I had an event planner contact me, and she say, hey, I want a custom 3D print for a centerpiece. I forgot, oh, what's the thing? Winnie the Pooh. It's a Winnie the Pooh theme, and she want me to make a centerpiece. So I'm still conversating with her back to back. So I got to see about that. But centerpieces, I made my grand niece centerpieces with the cowboy boots and hat that y'all probably saw on my reel at TikTok. Centerpieces are good. Cake toppers, anything, figurines, anything that you can think of for my cake bakers. You can make different types of cookie cutters. You can sell cookie cutters. You can even design the cookie cutters for the STL files. A lot of people want that because people want different stuff. For my crafters, I just put a little bit down there. I should have put more. It's more to it, but stuff for like the little tumbler holders for your for the sublimation thing part. The clap fans holder that been going around. And like a phone, the phone stand record, how like when you're trying to record yourself and and it's like this, and you got your stuff like on the table, like tools like that you can use. There's a lot of stuff that you can really make for 3D branding stuff. Of course, with the NFC tags, you can have like I saw where they had like the risers, like when you put your products on. Listen, this is how like my 3D students think. This is how they think now. Being that they got a printer, they was like, what can I make? If I don't have to buy it, I can make it. If I know I need something for a pop-up shop and I need maybe some stands, I don't gotta go to Dollar Tree. If I don't gotta go to Walmart or anything, I can actually make it myself, and it can be the color that I want. Because 9 out of 10, when you go to different stores, it always be those basic colors. But if you're like a pink girl like me and you want everything pink, you can make everything pink for your pop-up stand, everything display for your pop-up stand. So think about all of these branding items that you can make, and it's a lot more. I just only name a few, but it's a lot of stuff that you can do for your printer. My laser owners, you can have like those little pins to hold down for your bed. You can also do jig cuts and risers and all kind of stuff. Like it's a lot that you can do with 3D, and it's just a little bit that I'm naming, but it's a whole lot of stuff that you can think of. Whatever that you can see, a vase for your office or anything that you can think of. Anything that you like, everything. She said, can we talk after this live? Can we talk after this live? You can, it's after hours. If you want to, my business hours is 9 a.m. If you want to send a DM back on this page at 9 a.m., I will respond. My assistant, she'll let me know, and I will respond back to you. So it's after hours for me, baby. After this, I gotta go home. I gotta drive back home. She said, what about printing? Yes. Okay, good. These are all the questions I want you to ask me. Please do. What about printing multicolors? I am lost. So we're going to go on the website right now. Let me go on the website to the printer. Okay, give me 1 second. We're going to go on the website. So I'm done with my little lecture. Now I'm answering questions. So give me 1 second. And then we're going to talk about what to expect from the boot camp. And then we're going to also talk about more stuff. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. We're going to add, hold on. Present. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Share screen. Here we go. All right. So when you are searching for your printer, bamboolab.com is where you need to go. Okay. So this is the new one that they got right here. I have the Bamboo P1S, right? Oh, y'all can't see. I'm sorry. Sorry. All right. Bamboolab.com is where you need to go. Okay. So this is the printer that I have, right? So I do not recommend. Hold on, y'all can see? Yeah, y'all can see. I think y'all can see. I do not recommend. Wait a minute. Oh, it's another screen. Y'all can't see that. Hold on. Now I gotta. Sorry, they got more screens, pop-up screens. Share. This one. Here we go. Okay. All right. I do not recommend just getting the 549. If you get the 549, that means you are only able to work with one color. You are able to work with only one color. No, I recommend getting the P1S combo. So that way you can work with more than one color. With the AMS, you can print up to 16 colors. Now, when I say 16 colors, that means even though if you get this, you cannot print up to 16 color. However, in order to print up to 16 colors, you would have to buy 3 more. Hold up, what's 3? What's 4 times 4? You would have to buy 4 more of your AMSs, right? So what I mean by that, the AMSs are where you can change it. It will automatically change your filaments, right? So if you get the combo with this one, you can only print up to 4, but you have to buy additional AMSs to print either 5 or more colors. So for example, I have to print out a Betty Boo for my client. I got a Betty Boo that I got to print out. It's 5 colors. So I would have to use 2 AMSs because your AMSs only holds 4 filaments. So in order to print multiple colors, you need a AMS. Okay. If you are trying to print 5 or more, you're going to need 2 AMSs. So with 2 AMSs, you can only print 8 colors. With 3 AMSs, you can print 12. 12. So and so on. And then with 4, you can print 16. So if you only just got the 549, I highly recommend go ahead and go to hold on, let me just type AMS. AMS. If you only just got the $549, go ahead and buy the AMS because you're gonna need it so you'll be able to print multiple colors, because who has time to stop and change out that color from the back manually. So go ahead and get that AMS combo. Go ahead and pay that $749 to get that combo, okay? And of course, I will be doing the 5-day. We will be talking about how to actually, load up your AMSs and your colors. So we're going to talk about all of that. That's why it I really feel like 5 days is really enough, because you can't learn 3D in 3 days. But I feel like 5 days, you'll be able to retain everything that I taught you guys, and you'll be a pro after that and start making your stuff. And honestly, it's really easy. And your machine only takes about 30 minutes to set up. So I'm not teaching you how to set it up, because it's really just follow the instructions and connecting it to your internet and then printing your first little figurine. And that's really it. She said, hold on. I tell my kids we don't need to buy that. Exactly. I tell my kids we don't need to buy it. We got that at home, or we can print that at home. She said, okay, I have a flash forward. It was a gift. So I know one student, she has, I don't know if she's on this live, but she has a flash forward and she joined my academy, and she was able to retain everything that's been taught. But I don't know, like I say, I only know Bamboo. So anything I'm working with is Bamboo Studios. So I don't know anything about Flash 4, but I'm pretty sure you're able to take as long as you can take the STL files and put it into whatever you need to put in. So I'm not, like I said, I'm really not sure what Flash 4. So I need to get another printer. I would say, well, with your Flash 4, can you print multiple colors, or you can only print one? Because I don't know. With your Flash 4, can you only print one color, or you can print multiple colors? So if you're trying to, I wish I had some objects. Let me show y'all real quick. Let me take, this is what I'm working with my client. Hold on. She said she made her thing. Okay, let me show y'all real quick. Hold on. Share my screen real quick. So I am making. All right, so I am making. This is a pencil holder that my client, she approved of the design. So this right here, I'm gonna count. Let me count real quick. So this right here is 1 color, 2 color, 3 color, 4 colors, 5. So in order for me to print this, I would have to use my 2 AMSs, because these are 5 colors. So this right here is a pencil holder that one of my customers, she said, hey, because she saw where I had did the Mickey Mouse. So she had ordered, listen, I'm telling you, like, when y'all start doing y'all 3D printing, you're gonna have people in your inbox asking for stuff, and that's a good thing. But when I had did my Mickey Mouse, she said, hey, can you do custom stuff? And I was like, yeah, I can. So and I was like, what you want? And she was like, Betty Boo, I want the whole like stationery set. And I said, okay. So she was like, I want the pencil holder, I want the notepad holder, and the jumbo clip. So I already done complete this, and now I just have to print it out. And I'm pretty sure that this is probably gonna take, and I'm gonna actually export it real quick. Let me export it real quick, and I'm gonna show you how long it's gonna take, so that way you can get an idea of what it is. So this is a pencil holder that I did simple, easy. And like I said, we're going to be working in Tinkercad, because this is very beginner friendly and it's easy to learn. It's so simple, right? Hold on. Yes, I can't wait. Listen, I can't wait to print it, but I'm pretty sure this one is going to take a long time. But we're going to put it in bamboo and see how long it's going to take. So that way I'm going to let y'all see like how long it's going to take. So hold on, and this is one I'm going to put this file. I'm going to put this in. These are one of the files I'm going to put in the, one of my, remember how I say the 10 one of my 10 STL files. So I am going to put this in here too, because I don't know if y'all been following me a lot, but I've been making a lot of Betty Boo Ninja holders and stuff like that. So those will really sell. I only put stuff that's going to sell, but I will be putting this in here too as well. And I did the holder. I also did the little holder, and I'm gonna put that in there as well too, so y'all can see the color. So I did that as well for her. All right, so let me go ahead and put it in bamboo so y'all can see. Okay, let me see. Y'all guess how many hours y'all think it's gonna take for me to print that pencil holder. How many hours you think it's gonna take? Hold on, let me see if I can share my screen. She say 13, you'll guess. How many hours? My entire screen. She say 25 hours. Ooh, no. All right, hold on. Let me share my, let me see if y'all can see. All right. So I was working with, I don't know if y'all can see this, but I was working with this for a client. Hold on, let me see if y'all can see that. I'm sorry, because I can't see. See if I can see my screen. Okay, y'all can see my screen. So this is what I mean, where event planners, y'all can do this. And this is what she wants. So I gotta contact her back. But ooh, let me actually open up another screen. So if you gotta if somebody got doing Winnie the Pooh and somebody doing Winnie the Pooh, you can definitely make that. All right, so let me go ahead and add this Betty Boo. Okay. I'm just gonna slice it real quick so we can see. I haven't even put the colors on yet, but I just want to see how long it's gonna take without the colors. So I don't know if y'all can see this, but the total time is, hold on, wait a minute. Before I even, wait. Let me see if I actually want this size. This is 188. Hold on. I got to do my conversion. What's to 188? Let me see how many inches that is. That's 7 inches. So I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to probably do maybe 5 inches. Let me do 5 inches because it don't have to be, it's a pencil holder, so it don't have to be big. So 5 inches is 127. Okay, so something like this. So I don't want nothing too big. So let's slice it again. 7 hours. So being that it's 5 inches, 7 hours and 18 minutes, right? Now, I'm going to tell you, that's just for one color. I haven't even put all the colors in here. So that's just an estimate. So once I add the blacks and the brown and the red and the gold, it's probably going to go up to probably 12 hours. So that's just an estimate for one color. Okay. So we're also going to be talking about, how to, paint your, color your item. So that way you'll have your item. And then of course, like I said, we'll talk about pricing. But this right here is going to take a long time. And I got to do 4 more of her items, right? So if I had one 3D printer, I probably wouldn't even take an order. But being that I got multiple 3D printer, I'm able to print this. I'm able to print the pencil. I mean the notepad holder on the other pencil. I mean on the other printer, and then like the jumbo clips on the other printer. So I'm using all three. And honestly, three ain't really enough either, right? Three is really not enough for me. But I think I need another one. But I want you to see like 3D is it's very time consuming. So if you don't got patience, 3D is not for you. If you don't have patience, 3D is not for you. All right, so hold on. She say, not to sound stupid, but it's copyrighted. Do you just not advertise it? Sometimes I advertise it, sometimes I not. You will use that to your discretion. So I would say use that to your discretion. She said, I was super off. My first guess was close. Right. Why the colors pile up in some places? So that where you saw was the support system. So with 3D, it's going to have support system because it's not going to be able to print. I don't know the terminology. So let me try the best to explain it. Your 3D printer is going to have, now sometimes you don't need support system. You're going to need support system when you're doing like tall stuff, so that way it won't tilt over, or that way your little, we gonna say printer head is printing. So like I say, I don't know too much about 3D printer, but I know enough to get by. So I don't know all the terminologies, but those what you saw were support system where you would need it in some cases you don't need support system. So anytime that you slice whenever you slice your object, it's going to tell you, hey, this needs support system. And sometimes it's not going to tell you need support system. Anytime that you need support system, you're going to add another hour on your printing. She said, so it shows 8 colors. Is that all? Okay, so right now, don't look at that. I'll tell you now that I don't use all 8 colors, but you can add up. Like I said, you can add up to 16 colors, but don't look at that side because you'll get confused. So don't look at that side. Just wait the class, and then when I tell you how to color stuff, like my stuff is like when you look at all my stuff gonna look confusing, but I only use what I need to use. She said you can hook up 4 AMSs. Can you? Yes, you can. She said, so you can purchase more AMS. Yes, you can. So that's why they sell the AMSs separately. So you can buy your AMSs. So remember, you can only print up to 16 colors on one printer. So if you want to buy an additional 3 AMSs for your one printer, you can. But honestly, I don't even know who will print up to 16 colors. I only had print up to 6 colors, but I don't know what object will make you want to print up to 16 colors. So yes, you can use one printer with 4 AMSs. You can. She says, so if there's no way walking from the printer, you have to sit there the whole time. No, you do not have to sit there the whole time. I'll be in my bed. Sometimes I'll check on my phone because what I love about 3D printer, it's gonna tell you to download the app. So if you don't, I'm assuming it's Android friendly, but you definitely gonna have to download the app when you get your printer. People be at work printing. They be on their app printing. So you can print directly on your app. You can print on your computer. So either or, it's very, very beginner friendly, user friendly, where it just basically keep it simple. Now it keep it very simple on the app, but I just use mine on my computer. But no, I do not sit by my 3D printer. I'll be doing whatever I want to do. You do not have to babysit your 3D printer. Only thing I do recommend you to do within the first 1 minute to 5 minutes, at least check to make sure that it's doing the right thing. Because sometimes you may just say, for me, when I don't use a lot of stuff on my plate and my plate be, not sticky anymore, it creates those spaghetti screens, and I'm like, God darn it. And you can hear, and honestly, you can hear the noise a little bit, but then I'm like, something ain't right. So you can tell when your printer is not working, and you can tell by the noise. But I would suggest, like I said, at least watching it at least for 1 to 5 minutes, and then after that, you can just check periodically on your phone, or if you want to go upstairs or go in the room and check on it, you can. So you do not have to sit by your printer, because who about to sit for 5 days or 3 days? Baby, we ain't doing that. And yes, it definitely has a camera. Great. This is a good question. She said, how do we join the 3D bootcamp? Which I know I was getting off topic. Because I know I need to talk about what to expect. So in order to join the 5-day free bootcamp, comment the word. Now, only comment if you haven't joined. And for those who already joined, please do not comment. Comment the word boot camp right now, and my little bot is going to DM you the link. Okay. So I will be closing the link on August the 16th. So if you have not already purchase the replay, so the replay is not free. If you have not purchased the replay, you have until the 16th to purchase it. Anybody can join the free live and watch it, but if you want that replay, or if you want my STL files, because I do not sell my STL files, and a chance to win, I'm giving away 2 3D printers. Listen, for those who already got 1 3D printer, y'all already know y'all need 2 more, 3 more. So that's your chance to see if you're gonna win that 3D printer. We do have I don't have. South Carolina don't have a micro center, but you can purchase your 3D printer from Best Buy. If you have a micro center in your local area, you can purchase it and get it. You can get it like right then and there. With Best Buy, I think with Best Buy, you gotta wait. They gotta ship it. But if you have a micro center, you can go in and you can pick it up and get it. I went to North Carolina, the closest one to me, and I picked up 2. I should have got 3 more. I picked it up 2 bamboo printers to give to 2 lucky students. And you must be present. On Friday, I will be doing the drawing. I will be doing the first drawing at the beginning of the class, and then I will be doing the last drawing at the end of the class. So in order to claim your prize, you must be present on Friday. Now, if you missed it, if you missed Thursday, Friday, Monday through Thursday, that's fine. But if you show up on that Friday and your name got called, that's fine, because you already had purchased your replay. So if you purchased the replay, you have that entry. You have that 1 entry to be able to win one of the 2 3D printers. So if you are wanting to join the 5-day 3D printing course, comment the word boot camp, and let's talk about what is to be expected from the 5 days. And I feel like 5 days is a good time to actually learn. You'll be able to learn how to do this. And when I'm taught, like I said, when it was my first time, it took me about a month to really to be comfortable to teach my students. Because even though I was showing them all of the stuff that I was doing on my reels and TikTok, and they was like, oh my gosh, can you please put this in the academy? I had to be very confident. Like, it took me a month to actually be confident to be able to teach it. And now I teach it not monthly, but I teach it all the time in my 3D course, or what, and well, my laser students and my little laser girlies, they be a little jealous because 3D girlies be having a lot of fun. But 3D is, I'm telling you, 3D is addictive. But let me go ahead. How do you purchase the replay? You gotta comment the word bootcamp. Comment the word bootcamp, and the link will be in your DM. Let me actually go to it real quick, so I can walk you through it, and I'll tell you guys what to expect in the 5-day bootcamp. So if you are like me, you might want to get that replay. All right, so you're gonna get this link if you comment the word boot camp. It's gonna send you a link, an automatic link, so that way you can click directly on it. Make sure you just put your name, your email. But I'm telling you, what we're going to be learning in the 3D, I'm going to teach you guys how to create your own files. So even though you can buy files from Etsy or whatever place, or you can get little objects off the Maker World. So one thing about Bamboo, they do have a Maker World where you can get free items off there to print. We will explore that on the first day, so that way you will know, like, oh, okay, I can print some of this stuff out and stuff like that. So yes, you can utilize the Maker World and find different little stuff to print out. However, if you are a crafter, everybody wants custom stuff that is tailored to their business. So it is essential for you guys to learn how to create your own 3D file. So number one, you can save money and you don't have to ask me or my students to create you an STL file. You will be able to create your own, because I'm going to teach you Tinkercad. And of course, I'm going to tell you how to print in multiple colors using your AMS. Also, we're going to be turning SVG files into 3D. So anything that you have SVG to dimensional, you can make it into 3D. So that's why kind of like laser and 3D kind of really go together. And I'm going to give you some links to where you can actually find some free and some paid STL files for your items. And I'm going to walk you step by step with your and of course with the Tinkercad, because you definitely do need some step by step, because there's going to be certain things that you're going to miss, and you're going to need to know, like, okay, dang, what did I do wrong? Let me go back to step one. Did I do this? Did I do that? So I'm going to walk you step by step. And then of course I'm going to give you material and supplies. And my 3D girlies don't know this, but I'm gonna give it to my 3D girlies. I have found a vendor from China, and I purchased some filaments, and they are very affordable, and I will be giving you my vendor. And I have purchased, now what I did, and this is me thinking smart, I only purchased the colors that I use the most. So, and I'll show that because it's at my house and I'm not home. But I purchased black because I use black a lot, and I use white a lot. So like I said, I purchased like my main colors, the stuff that I use a lot. And then I got some pink. So I will be giving you my vendor that I use, and I'll be showing you, and I'll show you, when it gets to that time, and I'll show you all the stuff that I got from the vendor. And it's really the same stuff that you get from Amazon. Really, it's the same stuff. So remember, people just put their label on it and call it a day. But I'm telling you, I went that route because every time I was always keep buying stuff from Amazon. The only time I buy off of Amazon if it's the color that I don't have or it's the color that my customer want. Like, I'm not gonna go overseas and buy a lot of purple or a lot of yellows because I don't use yellows. I don't use purple. I'll go to Amazon and get one roll of that. But my major colors like black, white, and pink or whatever, those are colors that I would want to just get from overseas because that would save me a lot of money. So I will be giving you that will be in the I'll be having a 3D guide for those who purchase the replay. You also get the 3D guide, so that will be inside of the 3D guidebook. So you will be getting a 3D guidebook, so that way, just in case you may not no longer need me anymore, you can also refer back to the guide and it would help you. So that way you're like, okay, I don't need Kier. I can use whatever she taught me in 5 days and I'm going about my business. That's all. Okay. So what we're going to be doing, hold on, let me make sure yes, definitely I highly recommend. So what we're going to be doing for the 5 days. So for me, being that I was like, what can we do that can kind of be beneficial? So when I started doing the 3D, I started making stuff for me. So that's how I get my orders. I start making stuff for me. So being that this is called 3D Boss, we're going to be making stuff for our business. We're going to be making stuff for our business and brand it, right? So we're going to be making, well, day one, we're going to talk about 3D, navigate the softwares, navigate the tools, and talk about the material. And then we're going to navigate all the software so that way you will know what to look for and how to use it. Day two, we're going to be taking SVG. We're going to find a cute little SVG and we're going to convert it into an STL file. So anytime that you're like, okay, I love that the SVG file, like that not the bamboo, the Betty Boo. When the customer say, hey, I want a Betty Boo pencil. So what I did, I went to Etsy and I typed in Betty Boo SVG. Anything with SVG, I can create it into a 3D. So we're going to be able to convert the SVG, your first SVG, into an STL file. And then we're going to also design our own watermark for our business or logo. So we're going to do those two. We're going to convert an SVG file and then we're going to make our own watermark sign. So I feel like every business need a watermark sign. So that way, if you got a watermark sign and you already printed out, you can start showcasing it and other business will say, hey, I want one too. Day three, we're going to create a custom 3D pen holder. As you saw earlier, I did a Betty Boo pencil holder. So I'll let you guys tell me what we're going to create a pencil holder. And then we're going to do a matching badge reel, like the little badge reel for our brand or logo or anything. Okay. Day 4, we're going to get into the NFC keychain only. We're not going to get into like the signs that I have done that's in my academy. If you want to join the academy to learn, you can. But we're going to do like the NFC keychain that you done seen everywhere. And if you have watched me on my Reels or TikTok, we're going to do that. We're going to do one tailored to our business, or we can do something fun. So we're going to do the NFC and I'm going to show you how to program it for those who don't know how to program it. All of that stuff will be done in Tinkercad. And of course, it can be wherever you want to link it to your business, website, Instagram, whatever you want to do. And then day 5, we're going to talk about pricing and mock-ups and stuff like that. Let me go on my website real quick and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys how easy and simple how I did this mock-up. So that way, hold on. Let me let me switch over to my website real quick so I can show you guys. So that way you can just say, you know what? This will serve purpose as me selling my STL files. And this will serve purpose of I don't have to print for 16 hours. I can just, make my little mock-ups. So hold on, let me show that real quick so that way you can see. Because I'm starting to do that as well. But I don't have time. But I need to put some more mock-ups up. Hold on. All right, let me go on my website. Pretty Ink Only is my website for anything with me actually doing something. So I'm going to go to 3D printing. I'll just go here real quick. So all of this is mock-up. So the last day I am going to show you how I was able to just do this mock-up real quick to put it on my website, because you don't have to print everything. Now, if you want to print everything, you can, but I feel like you will go faster if you have a mock-up. You will go faster if you're going to have a mock-up. So I will be showing you guys how I was able to do the mock-up, for this, so you can able to put it on your website. You can be able to use this to sell for your STL files. For those who want to just design the STL files, use mock-ups. Or if you want to put this on your website, so that way you don't have to actually print the actual physical product. And then I did this. Hold on, I think I got the little keychain. Hold on, I think I did a little keychain real quick, a little mock-up. It was so cute, I did the little mock-up, so cute, and I already had printed it out. And I'm not sure, y'all probably saw that on my reel, but something like this, a little mock-up. So that will be day 5. We'll be talking about pricing. And I'll show you guys how to create your mock-up, so that way you don't have to always print, because it could be something where you use this mock-up to show your client what it would look like. Or you use this mock-up to sell your STL files, or you use this mock-up to put it on your website because it looks so clean. So how many of you guys are ready for this 5-day boot camp with me? How many of you guys are ready? I need to know in the comments how many of you guys are ready. Listen, this is going to be real good. When you leave this bootcamp, you should be able to do 2 things. Be able to create your own STL file to either sell it or to be able to sell the file. So it's like so many ways that you can really profit from this is by creating selling your own STL files to others that do not want to design, or you can basically sell your product to others. So I do not sell my STL files. I should, but I don't. I will be giving, for those who purchase the replay, I will be giving 10 of my latest STL files that I have created. I will be putting that in there as well. So let me know who is ready. Are the files? Yes, there are the files interchangeable for 3D to laser. So hold on, let me see. Let me answer that question for you. Yes. So let me tell you this. Hold on. Look. Let me yes, the answer is yes. Hold on. Let me actually put this up here. And let me remove it so I can show you. Stop screaming. Share screen. Bamboo. So what does that say right here? For laser cutting, SVG. So it is. So anything you can do in laser, you pretty much can do with 3D. So yes, ma'am. That's to answer your question. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How much does the machine cost? May I also ask what you must be just joining on. You're gonna have to watch the replay. Watch the replay. Also, let me see if that's on YouTube. Also, you guys, if you haven't already, join my YouTube channel because with Facebook, hold on. With Facebook, you're not going to be able to come back and watch this. So, if you haven't already, hold on. If you haven't already, join my YouTube channel because this is also on my YouTube channel as well. And I will be putting everything on here. So make sure you join my wait a minute. Make sure you join my YouTube channel. So that way you can watch the replay of this live on YouTube and follow me, you guys, because also what I was talking to my Photoshop students, girlies, I will be being that now I got more time on my hand, I will be doing I haven't set a date yet, but once all of my materials are in here, I will be doing like YouTube sessions. Like 1 week would be Photoshop, 1 week would be Canva, like where we design. 1 week would be 3D. So you might want to say, okay, let me come and join. I'm gonna join her YouTube channel because that week she's gonna talk about 3D, and then next week will be about laser because I teach all of those things. So I haven't set a date yet, but I'm looking to start it in September. Once I get all of my equipment in here, because right now my office is somewhat 95% done, but my outside part where all my equipment is not. It's chaos out there. But once I get all of my equipment in, I will be doing weekly, maybe weekly or quarterly. I'm gonna try to commit to weekly, like an hour session on YouTube, where I'm designing. 1 week I'm designing in Photoshop, 1 week I'm designing in Canva, 1 week I'm doing laser, 1 week I'm doing 3D. So I will be utilizing my YouTube because with Facebook now, I think it's like after 30 days they start deleting your videos. So I need to utilize my YouTube channel now. So if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me on YouTube. So that way, when it's time for me, when I say, hey, I'm about to jump on my because it's gonna be like a time set. I'm probably gonna do like a 10 a.m. Like little thing, like 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then for those who miss it, you can always like watch the replay on YouTube or whatever. So I am gonna get into that. Like I said, I'm gonna try to aim for at least at the end of August or the beginning of September. But I will let you guys know. She said live fall off in 7 days. I think it's 7. I think it's either 7 or 30 days. So I'm not sure. So now it's kind of like I'm gonna heavily convert, to YouTube, so that way all of my stuff will be there for those to rewatch it. So in the event, if you need to watch the replay for tonight, go on my YouTube channel and watch the replay. So that way you already follow me, you already see notifications. Okay. She said, can we turn AI art into 3D? I have not done that, but I think I saw where a student of mine turned something AI art into 3D. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't played around with that. Now, my YouTube channel is PPG Academy. Hold on. My YouTube channel is YouTube. Hold on. Follow me on YouTube, PPG Academy. All right, follow me on YouTube, PP. Oh, I spelled that. PPG Academy. So if you haven't already followed me, make sure you follow me because all of my videos will have to be on YouTube. So that way y'all be able to see like the replay of it. And the replay of like anything, like if I go on live or something like that. So that way, and then like I said, when I start, I gotta give it a name of what I want my little sessions to be. Like I'm just gonna do an hour sessions. I gotta figure out like what's my little name gonna be. I don't know. Like little morning like learning sessions. I don't know. I gotta figure that name out. But I'm excited because now, like I said, I got more time on my hand. But right now I'm busy because my clients, even though I teach Photoshop and Canva and laser and 3D, my clients they've been really not being aggravated, but they've been being very needy, and I got to design some stuff. So ooh, dang, you know what? Oh my gosh. Oh, I know what I can do because my client, ooh, that would be real good. I might have to start the YouTube channel. I mean, not the YouTube channel. I might have to start the YouTube session soon because my client just ordered, and she's a realtor. Listen, you always want high-end clients that's going to keep you paid. But I have to do her she wants like every week. When I say every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, she orders stuff, and it don't be like no, it be like 200 and up that she ordered from me. But I have to design six six social media stuff, and I have to design her a newspaper thing because she's a realtor, so she want like a little newspaper design. So ooh, that would, you know what, that's probably gonna be upcoming too because I can use her and y'all can see. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that on Canva or Photoshop. That's the part I don't know. Probably Canva. I don't know. But let me write that down because I can use that as my session with me. Y'all can see me designing and I can show y'all some stuff. So honestly, hold on, what the day is? The day is, sorry y'all, I got sidetracked. Hold on. The day is I might try to, no, I can't do Tuesday. I might try to do it on a I might try to do my first YouTube design section on the 13th because I gotta design her newspaper. Somebody use Canva, please. If we buy, hold on, she say, wait a minute. Let me answer on the 7th. Okay, wait, hold on, because I'm getting sidetracked. She say, if we buy a 3D machine, can we create the same thing taught on it as? Oh, no. She said, if we buy a different 3D machine, can we create the same thing? Yes, you can. Only thing you need is the file. You can. And then as long as you know how to work your own software for it, that's fine. Yes. Like I said, I have a student in my academy. She has a Fusion. So no, not a Fusion, a Flash Forward. And she's able to retain it. She say, use Canva, please. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me? Hello? How do I turn this thing on? Can y'all see me? I'm sorry. Okay, good. Whew. Child, I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened, y'all. I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna sit out here. Hold on, let me sit out here. I don't know what just happened. Okay. All right, so I'm back. It's probably a little bit loud because the air is on, but I am back. I am so sorry. I don't know what just happened just now, but it just went blank. It just went blank. And I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yes. So let me get my little calendar. Hold on. I guess it says it's time for me to go home, y'all. I got a 30-minute drive to get back home. So I might either do the YouTube session on either the 13th or the 14th. I gotta see. But it will be at 10 o'clock in the morning. But I have to design a newspaper design for my realtor, my high-end client. And I guess this will be a good way. This will be a good way to start my YouTube channel back off again. But I need a little name or something. I guess I'll figure that out. But just to recap what I told my Photoshop girlies, because Photoshop is never dead. I'm going to start, being that I have more time on my hand now, I'm going to start doing like little hour sessions where we're designing something. And, you know, 1 week would be Photoshop, 1 week would be Canva, the next week will be laser, the next week will be 3D. So that way y'all can get an introduction to, you know, my teaching styles, or, you know, like, okay, I'm not sure if I want to join your academy, but I want to see how, if I'm able to retain the information, you know, something like that. So it will be like an hour thing. And being that, you know, now it's kind of pushing me to go on YouTube because with the policy of Facebook deleting your stuff. So anytime where you miss a replay, you'll be able to go to my YouTube channel. So make sure you do follow me on my YouTube channel, so that way you will have you can get a notification when I am going live. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and push it and start next week, since I got a design anyways. So, and she said do Canva. I guess I might do Canva. I guess because we can do Canva. We can do Canva, and it's kind of, and she don't really, and it's for a realtor, and she don't want all that stuff. She don't want all that detailed stuff, anyways. So I'll do I'll do the first week with Canva for the newspaper. And it would be for my client, which she's a realtor. So it's certain things that, like I said, you know, you want to be able to do stuff as well. She's gonna ask. Listen, I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna definitely ask ChatGPT for my little weekly lessons on like, I don't know, design with me. No, I don't want to say design with me. That's so cheesy. I don't want to say that. But I will be doing that as well. We can now. Oh no, no. I'm about, after I get off a live, I'm about to go home. My shop is 30 minutes away, and I've been here since 8 o'clock this morning because I had a contractor to come out and do some measurements. That's why I'm not ready to like bring all of my equipment here. My office is 95% done to my liking, but my work area is not. Like, if I show y'all all these boxes and stuff right here, like all of these boxes and stuff like that, it's a mess in here. So I'm waiting for. I had to come this morning to meet with a contractor that's going to do some work for me, and he had needed to do some measurements. So I just pray. Like, one thing I don't like about, construction is always a delay, and it's always extra money. It's always a delay, and it's always more money on more money. But I'm really I'm excited, and I'm gonna be able to, share, give y'all like a full tour of everything, and I will be putting that on my YouTube so y'all can be able to see it. But I'm really happy, y'all. Like, I'm glad that I made that decision to leave my job of 10 years, but I left with a plan. But I made the right decision for me, and I'm like, listen, I ain't never been so busy in my life. Like, every day is something new, which is fine. Thank you. But it's 30 minutes away, and I will be talking about, also, once everything is in here, I will be talking about my experience of buying a metal building. Is, because a lot of people, they don't know, or they don't know what to do or how to do it, or also like all the stuff that I got for my building that I don't even didn't know that I do need. So I will be talking about that, because if I can do it, and I always say, if I can do it, you can do it as well. So I'm glad that I did step out on faith to actually do this for myself, and I want you guys to be able to do the same thing as well. Even though if it's not full time or half part time, whatever, don't give up on your it's been whiles where I put my dreams on the side to, accommodate others, but now I'm taking that back, and I'm like, you know what, I want to do this for myself full time. So I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to share you guys with all of my equipment, because I am getting new equipment. So y'all gonna be like, dang, Kiera, we just learned about the 3D. Now we gotta learn something different. Yup. Because guess what? Everything you gotta also think about in this world, everything is evolving. So you have to be ready to adapt to changes. So if you're not ready to adapt to changes and you stuck in 1999, I'm sorry, but the world is moving with or without you. So, learning AI, adapting to your business, learning all these other machines that is, popular, so you can be able to, like, get clients and set yourself apart. So, like I say, I'm always teachable, and I'm ready to learn, like, new stuff or whatever. But I'm sorry, y'all. I told you I can talk a lot. I'm really not a talker. I'm really quiet, but I can talk a lot when it comes to business. But for those who are excited for the 5-day 3D printing course with me, I cannot wait to see you guys within 2 weeks. For those who are still on the fence, if you're looking to get a printer, what I would highly suggest, go through that 5-day course with me, and at the end, like the last day, determines if a 3D printer is for you. So don't buy it just yet. Wait until you do the courses with me, and then at the end, I'm going to ask everybody, for those who don't have a 3D printer, after taking this 5-day course with me, are you going to get it? So it's like, it's up to you, because sometimes certain things ain't just for everybody, right? So at the end, like I said, don't waste money just to waste money. Put that money to use, because I put my 3 printers to use. I put all of my printers to use, and that's how we need to, do. Like, we have to, make sure everything is put to use, because that's a waste of money. But other than that, like I said, for those who are on the fence about, I don't know if I want it, like I said, wait until you complete the 5 days with me, and then that will determine if you're going to get a 3D printer or not. If not, you can always buy from me or my lovely students. We are happy to take your orders or anything. My students are very happy to take anybody order. But other than that, does anybody have any questions for me? Yes, everyone go to her YouTube page. Yes, if you have not follow my YouTube page, it's the same thing as my my Facebook is PPG Academy. And I will be going live for the first time doing Facebook. I'm not Facebook, YouTube, because we're gonna do, since I gotta do this design for my relative, well, not my relative, but my relative client. I might as well let that be the first session, so that way we can, get to know me and y'all can see the design and Canva and all kind of stuff. It is PPG Academy. It's the same name as my Facebook business, so it's PPG Academy. It's the same name, PPG Academy. I definitely want it after tonight. Oh, good. Listen, I haven't even showed you the printer, and you say you want it. I haven't even showed you the printer, and you say you want it after tonight. And honestly, it's really a game changer. And like I said, and think about it, y'all. I only been knowing 3D for 6 months, and y'all already done saw what all I can do with the 3D, and I'm just only doing a little bit. But imagine more stuff that I can do. So the fact that I had knowledge of 3D for 6 months and counting, and now I'm teaching it to my 3D laser girlies, and you see what they can do. She's talking about kicking it with Kier. I like that. That's cute. I like that. Kicking it with Kier. Hey. Talking about I've been stalking you also. Don't say that. But yes, it's mind blowing. So like I say, if I can listen, little old me, if I can learn 3D, y'all can learn it too, because honestly, I ain't gonna lie. It was hard. But my thing is, the reason why you make it hard, and I'm gonna say this again, I'm gonna say this real clear. The reason why y'all make it hard, because y'all don't practice. Like how I tell my Photoshop students, in order to get better, you have to practice at least 2 hours every other day. So if you're just, in the software for just one day, you're not going to retain all that information. You're going to be like, what? So you need to refresh yourself with it, so that way when it comes to something like, okay, dang, I know what to do. So I don't have to worry about, oh man, let me look at these videos and figure out how to do it. It comes natural to me. Because why? Because I stay in the Tinkercad or Lightburn or whatever. I stay in, and I make sure that I retain the information. So you can't just get anything in one day and say, oh, I got it, and then now 5 months later you lost. So definitely, thank you. Definitely, you need to have this on your brain. Like if you can go in Canva every day or Photoshop every day, put learning 3D stuff put that on your mind every day. Put that on your mind. She said, I found you on TikTok. Oh, you did. You found me on TikTok. Yay. Hey, TikTok family. Listen, I am so mad that I can't even go live on TikTok, which is fine, but it's okay. I used to go late. I used to go on live late at night on TikTok, and we used to stay up to like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just be designing. I miss my TikTok girlies, but I'm banned off of TikTok live because it was I was making the Grinch box for Christmas. No, that was around Christmas time, and I'm banned for that. So I can't even go back on TikTok live anymore. But I have a backup page, but it's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna utilize my YouTube channel. But does anybody, before I leave, because it's getting 9 o'clock, because I ain't want to get home at 10 o'clock. But before I leave, does anybody have any questions for me regarding? Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me get my book. Let me make sure I done said everything. Hold on. Oh, and also, I'm sorry. And also, if you do sign up and you had purchased the replay and you don't see it in your actual inbox, make sure you do check the spam and the junk folder. And also, when you do sign up, you are not going to get anything yet. You're going to get all of your you're going to get like the 3D guidebook, my TF files, and then of course like the replay at the end. So we haven't even started anything, so you don't have anything yet. So you're gonna get of course it's gonna be a Google folder or whatever, and then you're gonna have like the replay, like for all for all of those who have already like joined like my crash courses, and you know how I do like the system or whatever. But if you don't find your confirmation, make sure you do check your spam or junk mail. I will be emailing everybody at least probably 2 days prior. The class is on the 18th, so I'm gonna try to I'm gonna end the link for those to sign on the 16th. So I may actually send it out either the 15th, the link to everybody on the 15th and 16th. Like I'm gonna start sending out the link on the 15th, 16th, and 17th. So if you don't get any emails from me, please do send us a DM on our Facebook page or email us. So that way, hey, here, I didn't receive the email. I done checked my spam folder and I didn't get anything, but I will be sending out the link for the class for those who sign up for the free class or those who purchase for the replay. I will be sending out a link for the 5-day class, so that way you will be able to use that one link for every day to come in. So it'll be that one link, and then for those who purchase the replay, you will receive everything on the 23rd, because what I do is what I like to do for those who are new to me, what I like to do with the guidebook, anything that we learn, I like to put like screenshots and little notes in your guidebook, so that way even if you're watching the replay, you still see like a little, like, okay, this is what she did, or this is how, or this is why she did this and stuff like that. So that's why you'll get it like on that Saturday, because that Friday night I'm just basically just doing like, oh, let me add this and there, and I'll be adding a whole lot of stuff because I'm just very detailed. From what you're going to teach with 3D printer, what kind of filament should we get? On the first day, I will be giving you, on the first day, we will be talking about materials and like tools or whatever. I purchased all of my filaments on Amazon. So I will be giving you all the links that I use for Amazon. I use PLA filament. That's really the only thing I use. I do want to use TPU. TPU is flexible. Like flexible, like when you see people print like those shoes, like those Croc shoes, or anything that requires a flexible type. But I really mainly use PLA, and PLA is really good for beginners. But if you decide to use TPU, you cannot use TPU in your AMS. However, Bamboo on their official website, they do have filament for the TPU to use for your AMS. I have some, but I have not used it. So I'm not going to tell you about TPU when I haven't even used it. So we're only going to be using PLA materials because it's very beginner friendly, and I use that for all of my stuff that you see me post and stuff like that. So yeah, so PLA is what we're going to be working with. We will not be working with no TPUs or PEGT or whatever those filaments are. But we are gonna. I am gonna have like a little chart to tell you like what's the difference between it, just in case down the line if you want to mess with those materials, you can. But we are starting with PLA. That's what we're starting with. What is the email address? Yes. So the email address that's a good question. It should say, my email should say, oh Lord, hold on. I'm typing this. So hold on. I'm typing it so it can, all right. My email should come from this email, so it'll probably read up saying PPG Academy. But it's going to come from this email, so look out for that email. Like I said, I'm going to start sending out links on Friday, which is August the 15th, and I'm gonna send out another email on the 16th, and I'm gonna send out another email on the 17th, and I'm gonna send out another email on the 18th. So that way you can't say I don't send out really 4 days to let y'all know like classes, what up, classes here, and then throughout the 5 day, I will also send like a reminder saying, hey, we are on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook. We are on the Zoom. Join us. So I'll, send like a little reminder, like a 15-minute reminder, so that way y'all know to jump on Zoom. For those, so you will get reminders throughout the whole entire entire boot camp with me. So you don't have to worry. I'm looking at my notes to make sure I got everything. So you don't have to worry about that. But like I say, in the event, if you did sign up, but you did not get an email from me, you can utilize that email address and you can just write to us, and my assistant will, give you the link and say, hey, this is the Zoom link for the 5 day. Here you go. So just in case if you do not get a email from me, because sometimes things do go haywire with these systems and all. So that is that. And then for those who already purchased the replay, and good luck to you guys on Friday. Make sure you do in order to participate and win the printers, you have to be present. I will be doing the giveaway on Friday. I will start with the first one, the beginning of the class. The last one I will start towards the end of the class, and it will be mailed to you. So it's in the box. It's waiting to be mailed to one of those special lucky students, because listen, even if you got one printer, you need really another printer. So even if you got one printer, 2 printers is needed. Actually, one of my students said 10 printers is needed, but I don't have 10 printers. I only have 3. Let me make sure that she said I blocked my schedule. Yes. Listen, yeah. So class start at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Listen, when I did my I had my AI motion class. Ooh, I started on time and I ended on time because I'm long-winded. I started at 7 p.m. and I ended at 9 o'clock. So 7 to 9 is my end time. 7 to 9 is my end time, because 9 out of 10 are probably going to be here, or I may be at home. It depends. But most of the time I probably will be here. But then again, I might be home, but I need to be here because I need to test out the internet. So that's why I am here. 7 to 9. So at least under 2 hours. That should be good. Under 2 hours. So yes, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am from South Carolina, so we are Eastern Time. So if you are on Texas time, California time, Tennessee time, Alabama time, make sure y'all set it for Eastern Standard Time. But if you got the replay, you ain't got to worry about it. You just get it when you get it. But does anybody have any other questions for me? Like, I really did enjoy this live. Everybody did answer the questions that y'all needed to answer, and I love that y'all are really excited about the 3D. I'm excited to teach you guys, because listen, honestly, I feel like, our community, we are making like stuff stand out in the 3D. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm like, dang. It was one of my students that she posted in our group, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she did real good. And just to think that she had know nothing about 3D. She did not know nothing about 3D. Okay, before I go, for those who are just coming in, type the word boot camp. Type the word boot camp, and my bot will send you the link. it will send you the link to sign up. I will be closing that link August the 16th. So if you have not purchased your replay and you know you need a replay, it would not be a chance to get it, because after class start, you will not be able to purchase the replay. So go ahead and get the replay now while you can, because after class start, if you, how you say, if you know me, you know you won't get the replay. You will not get the replay again. Like, I don't post it. I will not post it, for on my website. It's just going to be gone. Basically, it will be for those who already done got it. So basically, it's exclusive to you guys. And then if I decide to do another boot camp, it will be on some 3D boot camp. It will probably be on something different. But this right here would be like this is a beginner boot camp for those, because I probably want to do, if I decide to do another one, I'm gonna see how this one does. Then I'll probably do like an intermediate one. I'm not sure. But if you have not purchased the replay, now you can join the free live at any time, Monday through Friday. But if you want that replay, because I feel like you're gonna need it, go ahead and get it, because when class starts on August the 18th, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna say, "Here, can I buy that replay?" And I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say, "I'm sorry, baby, but we've been talking about this since a month now, and you should have had got it a month ago. I'm so sorry, baby. You just gonna have to write your notes." So if you know that you need that replay, make sure you get it by August the 16th, because after August the 16th, that link is going to be disabled and you won't be able to get it. And then August the 18th, we're going to be jumping into the course. So make sure you get that. So we just pretty much, you will need to re-sign. Yes, ma'am. You will need to re-sign again. You will just need to to get it. So even if you already had signed up for the just to watch the free live, you can just use the same email, and if you want to pay for it. She say, "Are there ways to earn extra interest?" No, ma'am. Now I did that last time when I was giving away a 3D printer with my nonprofit. They was able to earn extra entries. But no, but then again, I don't know. I would say no, because at this point, like I say, I can't count how many people who had purchased the replay, and I cannot keep a track of who all did it and who all is not. So I would say no. It will only be just one entry. I'm so sorry, but it would not be the last time I'm giving away a printer. I done gave away a laser machine. I sure did. When I did my free laser workshop, I gave away a Omatech Polar laser machine, and then now I'm giving away 2 3D printer machines. So yeah, I'm trying to see what else I can do. But yeah, make sure you go ahead and, like I said, go ahead and get that replay if you think you need it. But if you don't need it, that's fine. But in order to get an entry for the 3D machine, you do have to purchase the replay, so you'll be able to get in. So you'll be able to get. Come on, you had to ask. Listen, oh no, you know how many. Listen, when I said that I was giving away a 3D machine, you should saw how my personal DM and my actual text, like people was texting me, and like, "Oh, that's my 3D machine. That's my 3D machine. Go ahead and ship it to me." But no, I'll get in trouble for that, child. That's why, honestly, that's why I say I should have had bought 3, but I only bought 2. So we just gonna stick with 2. I should have had bought 3, because they had, when I tell you, my Micro Center, Charlotte Micro Center, they had a lot of 3D machines. So if you are in the Charlotte area, go there. Just go there. So yeah. Let me see. Make sure I all the questions. Okay. All right, so are we good? So y'all gonna come prepared on August the 18th. Y'all gonna come prepared. Also, just another recap for those who are tuning in. Go ahead and join follow my YouTube channel, because next week I will be doing a design class on my YouTube channel, since I got a design for my client, so I might as well just do that. But it will most likely be at 10 a.m. I don't know if I'm going to do it on the 13th or the 14th, but I will be if you are subscribed to my emails, or if you already done, like this Facebook business page, I will let everybody know like when I'm on live, so that way you can join as well. So you will definitely have more, a lot of notifications from me saying, hey, I'm on live, if you want to see me do, anything on design. So yes, so type the word bootcamp for the link to sign up. The link would be disabled August the 16th. I will be start sending out emails soon with the Zoom link. And that's all I have for tonight, y'all. It is 9:07. For those who are coming in, if you want to watch the replay, you can go on my YouTube channel to watch the replay. And I feel like you should be able to watch the replay after tomorrow, so like that, because I don't know how long Facebook is going to delete this video, but you can go on my YouTube channel and you can watch the replay from there. Okay. But does anybody have any other questions for me before I leave and go back home? Does anybody have any other questions for me? And then, like I said, make sure if you are tuning in, go back and watch the replay, because that's where all we talked about the 3D and all kind of stuff. But I'm super, super excited for you guys. And congratulations for those who purchased the 3D printers. Congratulations on your investment. You're gonna love your 3D printer, and you're gonna be like, here is your fault, because now I'm in love with the 3D. She's talking about, will the replay be in the academy? No, ma'am. You must be new. I don't, anything that I do, any crash courses or any thing that I do, I never post it in my academy. So these are crash courses. I consider these are crash courses because everything that I'm teaching you guys is what is in my portal. So it's kind of like, it's really the same method. It's just a different theme. So it would not be in the academy, because it's already stuff that I already taught my 3D students, and they're actually going to be joining me, which that's a good thing. But they already, I guess, for the more support. Thank you, girlies. But they're actually going to be joining me, and I think, well, some of them are joining because they want that 3D printer. That's why. But it's really all the stuff that I taught them in the beginning, and now they are a 10 at doing it. Like, when y'all see me be posting my girlies, they already at a 10 doing 3D stuff. So no. So just to answer your question, no. Will I do the AI motion again? Yes. Oh, let me also tell you this too. It's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be doing, because I taught with my Photoshop students. After I'm done, I haven't even released it to everybody to tell them what I'm doing, but I'm going to tell y'all now since y'all listening. After I'm done with the 5-day 3D boot camp, I am going to be doing, because got to get back to Photoshop. I have not done anything for Photoshop. I done did a free Canva before. I done did laser before. I'm going to be doing a free, it's going to be a free 3-day Photoshop course, and it's going to be on Shopify revamp. So if y'all saw me, I had revamped my website because I'm trying to get away from pink. Well, not really, but I'm in my little grown, since I done turned 33 now, Now it's kind of like I like pink, but for my business side, I want to be more grown up, right? So I had revamped my website, my printing website, not my academy website. I'm gonna revamp that later. But anywho, um and we was talking about like, okay, what can I do for my Photoshop? Because I had to get on my Photoshop girlies because they was very slacking, and when they're slacking, I have to show up and say and get them together. Like, what's going on? You can't let my camera students and my 3D and laser students outrun y'all. So I had to talk to my Photoshop girlies for an hour on live. It's like, what is going on with y'all? So that's because I really do care, and I love them. That's my first baby. But anywho, I will be, after I'm done with this 3D, I will be doing a Photoshop 3-day, and it's going to be for Shopify revamp, because this is why I say this, because now is the time doing everybody's slow season, because right now is a slow season. Everybody needs to be revamping their website, because you got to also think about the holidays are coming up, graduation coming up again. So y'all need to revamp y'all websites. And I'm going to be doing a 3-day. I haven't picked a date yet, and I want to say it is going to be in September. I just don't know when in September it's going to be. But it is going to be in September. Once I'm done with the 3D, I'm going to do and it's going to be Photoshop, because I got to do something for my Photoshop girlies. It's going to be Photoshop, but it's probably going to be mid-September. And to answer your question about will I do another AI motion, yes, I am. I just haven't picked a date and time, because a lot of people did ask me since they had missed the last one that I did, and that one was so cute. But we got to figure out what type of, because I don't do the same thing over and over again, because that's boring to me. So we're gonna do another theme, so that way we can, attract, other clients, other industries. So I will be doing another one. I just don't know when. If I do another one, it may be in September, October. So I don't know, or whenever fall is. But I am gonna do another one. I just don't know when. So I don't check my messages after hours. You will get a response at 9:00, or when my assistant clocks in. But after hours, I don't check messages. It's after business hours. But I will check your message. You're welcome. I will check your message during business hours tomorrow. Listen, I gotta have time. Look, I gotta have some little me time, y'all. But it is 9:14. I enjoy you guys. I gotta get on the road and go back home. But I will see you guys on my Facebook. I'll see you guys on my reels, on my TikTok. I'll see you guys or either in my academy. I'll see you guys. So y'all have a great night. And if this is the last time y'all see me, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Doing the boot camp. Make sure y'all do check your emails. If not, check your spam folder, junk folder. If you want to watch the replay of this, go on my YouTube channel, or just watch the replay on Facebook until they delete it. Y'all have a great night.